able to act anytime, anywhere, in any situation. Welcome to the Special Intervention Unit of the Israeli Police, the Yasam Eilat. A new unit established 6 months ago to respond to threats to Israel's Red Sea resort.
Our goal is to provide the quickest, most appropriate response according to the forces involved. In our different units, we already have 19 fighters who are experienced. We recruited the best we wanted from all over Israel.
And one of them, Shahar, was one of the first victims of the recent wave of stabbings. In October 2015, he was very seriously injured in an attack at the Damascus gate in Jerusalem. He needed to be aggressive to join this elite unit. He agrees to meet us, coincidentally, in front of the ink flag, the symbol of the capture of Eilat from the Jordanians in 1949.
I feel like I'm continuing their work, continuing to secure the southern border. I had to redo all the tests in order to get into the Yasam unit. Physical exam mainly, constantly wearing a bulletproof vest and helmet, to be sure that when time comes, the pain doesn't hinder me. My inner voice tells me, what's the point? You got out. Everything is fine. My other voice, more powerful, tells me, nothing will break you.
These fighters can be found in front of a rundown building that adjoins Eilat's port. Exercise of the day: face an attack by one or more armed terrorists. Objective: to be able, within a few seconds, to intervene.
This exercise tests our fighters' professionalism. The port of Eilat is only 200 meters away. That's where an attack was already carried out by a worker. He could have easily continued on his way and get into one of the houses just behind us.
The commander doesn't have time to finish his message. His men have already spotted and neutralized the terrorist. End of the first exercise. What stands out is Shahar's behavior. It's as though he's never been hurt. He acts instinctively.
It's part of my recovery. That's my medicine. I couldn't stay home and rehash the incident. I couldn't stop thinking about it. But the best cure is to go back to the field as a fighter.
His men scan the place again, but the terrorist is hiding in one of the corridors. He will try to flee after brandishing the first time until he is neutralized. The same attack filmed through the helmet of one of the policemen. The aim of the Yasam is to respond to an incident as quickly as possible.
Part of the dangers which we take into account is an unknown target. As you have seen during our training, one of our fighters was killed. But what I mean is that we know what the risk is. But I'm here to prevent a mass killing. If the terrorists manage to kill one or two of our fighters, but we successfully eliminate him, we succeeded in our mission. If he managed to get around us, he could have killed dozens or even hundreds of civilians in the city.
An expertise on the ground that would have already conquered the old ones. This Israeli Army Reserve Brigade general is also in charge of security for Eilat Port. He spontaneously came to visit these fighters.
These men are highly professional and prepared for contact with terrorists. A terror on our doorstep. They can intervene at any given time. And those who are able to respond to these threats are these men from Yasam Eilat. The clash with the terrorists can only be concluded with the success of our forces.